Hey everyone, what's going on? Jano65 aka Jaden. Welcome back to another episode of Random Thoughts. Today's episode, I want to say today's episode is 78. I forgot. Ladies and gentlemen, you've probably noticed this by now, but it's always a bad habit of mine. I keep forgetting the next episode of my Random Thoughts series. That's okay, you guys, because you know the drill, you know the deal. Every time I upload these videos, you guys will see the number of the episode of the Random Thoughts, yada, 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 and so on and so on and so on. So, same thing, same spiel. It's a basic job. It's a basic broad description, But yeah, um, ladies and gentlemen, in today's episode video, I thought I'd talk about something I feel like it's been a while. It's been a really long while since I have talked about this. So today, you guys, I will be talking about my mental health. Um, the title of the video will literally be called "Talking About My Mental Health," basically. So yeah, and with the way I'm sounding right now, and just like uh, everything's hurting me right now. My stomach is hurting. My head is hurting. I have a huge headache. Some of you guys are probably going to be like, oh, you shouldn't even be making this video. You should be in bed. Well, that's the thing, you guys. I can't sleep, and if I, when I do sleep, I have to cry myself to sleep. Otherwise, if I don't cry myself to sleep, then I just don't sleep at all. So yeah, that's what it's come down to now. So yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, talking about my mental health, you guys, if you guys have been around the channel for a very long time now, if you guys have been right at the start, right from the very get go of my channel, of my videos, you guys have probably known, or you guys probably do know, that I've suffered for a very long time now. And that even nowadays, even in 2021, I am still suffering. And it is not making it's not making anything easier for me. It's not making my physical or mental health easier for me. I'm still suffering. I'm still in a very dark place, both physically and mentally. So yeah. No, but I remember back in the day when I started this channel, I used to talk about my depression and I used to talk about my sadness a whole lot. But then there was a time where I was like, you know what, I'm getting too tired of that. If I just talk about it, it's only gonna get me more depressed and it's only gonna get me more upset. And just I'm just gonna be in a very dark place and I'm just gonna even suffer more and I'm just gonna be miserable more and more. So there was a long period of time where I stopped talking about the things that were bothering me and the things that I was going through. And I just decided to talk about other things, things I like, things that made me happy. But unfortunately, you guys, it's come to that time where I have to make a video and I have to talk about my suffering once again. Only this time, my mental health. You know, um, it's been a while, you guys. It's been a while, and a lot of people will say that it's good to vent and it's good to share this kind of stuff. So, hey, by all means, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do, and yeah, yeah. So, in all reality, you guys, I'm making this video to vent and just to ramble and rant on and just basically just to vent and get all this stuff off my chest and just shove this weight off my shoulders and just, make a video talk about my mental health. So yeah, guys, there's a reason why I have this specific anime wallpaper background in the background of this video. You guys have probably seen this multiple times, the same background in my other videos that I've done on the channel, you guys, so far when it comes to these random thought episodes and this random thought series. The main specific reason why I have this this anime male character crying like this, and for what I can tell, it's raining and he's crying like this. The reason why I have this specific wallpaper background in the background of this video, of today's video, is because this is symbolizing and this is giving you guys a good idea of how I'm feeling right now. Because yesterday was Monday. It was literally raining. And I was just like this guy right here. I was just like this character. Not only was the raindrops crawling down my face, but one could say, and one can say, because I'm saying this, I'm making the statement that I was crying in the rain. And I was debating if I should title this video "I Crying in the Rain" or just talking about my mental health. And I was just, you know what, I'm just going to talk about my mental health. And make another video in the future talking about crying in the rain and how that is a very real subject and that is very serious and deep kind of stuff right there. So yeah, no reason that you should be laughing and no reason you should be like, oh, it doesn't matter, I don't care. I truly believe that this kind of stuff should be taken very seriously because pain is a real thing, and a lot of us will say that pain's an old friend. So, but yeah, it was yesterday. It was Monday. I have many pet peeves. One of my most biggest pet peeves of all time. I hate it when people yell at me. If you are yelling at me, you're probably going to see the most dark, painful, and miserable side of me. And when I say dark, I'm just going to be in a corner. I'm just going to be in a corner and I'm just going to be in my zone, and I'm just going to be suffering and be more miserable and be more in pain and be more stressed out more than ever. And then the other guy is looking at you and he or she is like, see, look what you did. Now look what you did, you know? Just don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. If you wish not to see me in a dark place, just don't yell at me. So yeah, that's one. Don't yell at me. I hate it. Number two, don't blame me for stuff that I didn't even do. Don't point fingers at me and say, oh, it was him. He did it. He did it. Don't do that. Because in all reality, I didn't do it. And in all reality, I was just minding my own business. Okay? Just don't blame me for crap that I didn't even do. That's two. And number three, like, just nobody's perfect, you guys. No one is Superman. No one is Superman, and nobody is Supergirl, okay? We all make mistakes. We all eventually fall down to the ground. We all eventually break a couple things here and there, but it's not like we're doing it on purpose, you know? I was literally talking about this with a good friend of mine, and he taught me, and he said, items can be replaced, not people, not people's lives. I mean, literally, like, I could be washing the dishes, and this has actually happened before in the past. Like, I was washing the dishes, and then I accidentally break the glass plates, and the plate shatters everywhere into a million pieces, and then all the blame gets put on me, and I'm the bad guy and I'm the monster, and apparently I did that on purpose and it's my fault. And I'm like, no, I didn't do it on purpose. It was a accident. Okay, it was a accident. And yeah, it was not my fault. It was a accident. Nobody is flipping perfect in this life. No one is perfect. Okay, I don't care how many A's you get, how many A's you get on a test or quiz or your exams, or how many there surprisingly enough, there are people out there that it's a passion of theirs. It's a passion of theirs, and they will continue taking test after test after test, and they will continue to ace that shit. It's true. It really is. But guess what? I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. When I'm taking a test, I freeze up, I just zone out, and I'm not focused. You know, that's just the basic broad description when it comes to me. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point is that no one's perfect, and items are replaceable, not people. I'm like, when you're yelling at me, and not only are you blaming me for stuff that I didn't do, but when I accidentally break something, a glass cup, a glass plate, and I break it, okay, I didn't do it on purpose. Don't assume. I did not do it on purpose. It was an accident. I slipped, and I'm just that average type of dude. I'm just that average type of dude that's like telling everyone, I'm not perfect. We all make mistakes. It was a accident. And I hate it the most. I hate it the most when people point fingers at me and say, "Oh, it's his fault. He did it. He did." Like when you do that, you're literally driving me just how should I put this? Like driving me off a wedge. Just basically you're just pushing me off. You're just pushing me off the bridge, and you're just you're driving me so that I'm like, okay, apparently my life has no meaning. I'm just gonna go and jump off a bridge, and that'll be the end of the story. Problem solved, right? Like you're literally driving me off a bridge. Like you're literally driving me to the point where I want to jump off the bridge. Not literally, by the way, not literally, but in a sense of like just sense of like thoughts. Yeah. And guys, there have been times where I wanted to do it. I wanted to end my own life. I wanted to end my own life. I wanted to just give up, throw in the towel. And there were times where I was like, let me just jump in front of traffic, or let me just jump off a bridge and it'll make the pain go away. I just, in all reality, I can't. I can't give up. I cannot afford to give up. But at the same time, just I don't want to experience this anymore. Like, what did I do to deserve this, you know? Like one of the life lessons I've learned is just, people change. Some change from bad to good, others change from good to bad. And that change of changing from good to bad, that change is a terrifying one. And I know that change all too well because I used to be at that point one time in my life. I used to be like, well, if everybody's going to treat me like shit, and everybody's not going to look up to me and treat me like I'm this outcast and I'm this banishment, I'm just this monster, this plague, this disease, then I might as well just become the bad guy and actually play the part and just be like live my life that way, because obviously no one's going to give a damn, no one's going to give a shit about me, and just like, just it's whatever, right? And I was so close to just falling into that void of that dark abyss. And I was so close to letting the darkness take over me and letting the darkness consume me. I was very close, you guys. I really was. And but I didn't. I was like, I was just like in a moment. I was in a moment. I was like telling myself, do I really want to live life like this? Do I really want to live life like this? And do I really want everybody to see me this way? And I was like, no, there has to be something more to this life that meets the eye. That there has to be, And so I chose to be different. I was like having that thought, dare to be different, And if you guys go on my Instagram, which by the way, there will always be a link in the description box below to my link tree, and you guys can just check that out, So yeah, my Instagram will be there. But yeah, I gave myself the name Mr. Positive Vibes. Yeah, I gave myself the name because I felt like it, and I was just feeling it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that. But ladies and gentlemen, newsflash: just because I call myself Mr. Positive Vibes does not mean that I'm living a happy and cheerful life, because I'm not. I really am not, okay? Like, I'm not, you guys. I really am not. I'm just as sad. I'm just as miserable. I'm just as suffering as I've ever been. And I'm still suffering till this day. And it's gotten to the point where my suffering is too much for me to handle, that I have to cry myself to sleep. Otherwise, if I don't cry myself to sleep, I just don't fall asleep. It's a necessary thing for me to do. I have to do it. And for a while now, I was like, you know what, I'm used to it. It's whatever. It's not affecting me. It's not damaging me, and it's not affecting me physically and mentally. But the truth is, it is. Like back in the day when I was in my childhood, I was like so happy, and I was just a kid. I was just a kid, and I was just trying to be happy and live life and everything like that. And just, I mean, just I was when I went to sleep, I was not crying myself to sleep. I was not crying myself to sleep. Unlike nowadays, I have to do that. And it's been going on for a while now. It's been going on for a while now. And I really want to cry right now, you guys. I really do. I really want to be like this guy right here, just crying. Because that's literally what happened yesterday. Literally yesterday, I got yelled at. I got, you know, pointed fingers at. I was blamed for doing something on purpose. And I was like, it was an accident. I'm not perfect. I am not Superman. Okay. No one is perfect in this life. And literally it just drove me away. It just drove me away and it just drove me off, and it just drove me off to be in a zone by myself, and just for me to suffer, and it just driving me off the wedge, and just I was outside yesterday. I was going for a walk, and then I noticed, like, oh, look at the clouds, it's about to rain. And a part of me, like a thought in the back of my mind, was like, oh, I better hurry, I better make it back home before it starts raining. But then I was like, you know what, screw it, heck with it, to heck with it. Like, heck no. I let the rain just pour down on me. Yes, I was soaking wet afterwards, but I was literally crying in the rain. I was crying in the rain, you guys. And that's what happens. It's what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to my mental health, it all started in high school. You know, like, I guess deep down I've always suffered with depression, anxiety, and loneliness, especially loneliness and especially depression. Those are probably like two major parts, major like concepts that I have dealt with for pretty much all my life till this point now, till up to this point now, till the present time. Just you know, my depression, my loneliness wasn't serious. Like, it was serious. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, it didn't take effect over me. It didn't take effect over me, and then it did not take its toll over me until high school. High school was a very, very diluted, very just I'm trying to think of the word. I'm not going my words, you guys, believe it would be. It was a very the atmosphere of high school for me was very toxic. It was very hateful, and it was very dark. Like, I mean, really, really dark. It was almost impossible for me to be it was almost impossible for me to be happy. It was almost impossible for me to just smile and all that, yada yada yada. And just high school was a very dark, hateful, and toxic environment, and because of that, it took its toll on me. And you know, the argument could be said that that was the beginning, and that was the rise of my PTSD. Excuse me, because every time that when I try to go to sleep, um, I was afraid of dying. I was afraid of dying the next day, and just I was afraid that I wasn't going to make it the next day. Like I was afraid of sleeping because I thought I was going to die the next day. And I still have some of those thoughts today. Not as much as I did back then. Like back then it used to be very bad. It used to be very bad, and like I used to have those thoughts like all the time. I still do a little bit nowadays, but that's not the problem. That's not the main issue. The main issue is that I have to cry myself to sleep. Otherwise, I just don't fall asleep at all. Excuse me, you guys. Sorry. Allergies. I hate them. I hate the allergies. Um, Sorry, you guys. Zoning out there again. Zoning out. Spacing out. My bad. My apologies. But no, like I was saying, my depression and my anxiety and my loneliness and just the suffering and the pain and the misery really took effect on me, and it really took its toll on me basically the beginning of high school. And I had coping mechanisms. I would continue to watch Transformers, Power Rangers, anime, things that made me happy because at least I can escape into this reality and I can at least gain this temporarily happiness. It's not making me feel better, but it's still temporary happiness, and it's still something. It's still something to fill the void and feel the emptiness, and just when I was done with high school, you guys, I was very happy. The only reason I was happy is because I did not have to go another day. Um, I did not have to go another day thinking about going to that high school, going to the high school, that same hateful and toxic and that same very dark to the core environment. And I just was happy that I did not have to go another day to that dark atmosphere, that dark environment. I was glad. I was happy. And when I finished high school, um that sorry you guys, I'm not good with my words. When I finished that high school, I was happy that whole summer because I did not have to deal with the BS, the crap, the toxicity, the negativity, that dark atmosphere, that dark environment. I did not have to experience that anymore. And I was glad. That was the only reason I was happy that entire summer. But deep down, during that whole summer, I was more alone, and I was more sad, and I was more depressed, and I was more miserable than ever. And I was a shut in. And the only reason I was shut in is because I didn't have anyone nice to talk to. I didn't have anyone. Um, just yeah, just yeah, just like I was in a very dark place back then, you guys, and I still am now. Um, I've been suffering this whole entire time. And honestly, I know deep down that this suffering and this pain and this misery and just all this depression and anxiety, it's doing more harm to me than good, and what I'm going through right now, if it's not killing me now, it most certainly will in the future. You know, just, again, if it's not killing me now, then it will kill me sooner than later. And that's honestly a scary thought, you guys. It's honestly a scary thought. And I keep fighting. I keep doing what I love, loving what I do. I'm not giving up. I'm not throwing in the towel. But you guys have to understand, at the end of the day, there's only so much that I can handle. There's only so much that I can handle. And there's just only, like, there's just so much, you guys. It's just, yeah, just, yeah, there's only so much that I can handle. In all reality, you guys, every time I talk about my future visions and every time I talk about these concepts that have the potential, they possess the capacity and they possess the potential to change my life from better from worse to great and even more great and even more awesome and even more just looking alive and just living life, like, you guys have to understand, there's a reason why I have these future visions, is because I can see my future. And in my future, I'm no longer alone. I'm not suffering anymore. It's me, my future girlfriend, my friends, my karmates, my allies, and we're having a blast. We're having a great time. And we're going to these cons and we're cosplaying and we're watching anime and we're making videos together and we're just on this journey and on this adventure together, and just, I want that, you guys. I don't want to feel alone anymore. I want that so badly. I I really do. I really do. I want to be happy. But just all this pain and all this suffering and all this misery that I'm going through, even nowadays, all it does is just break me further and further until there's nothing left. And it's sorry about that, you guys. It just sucks. It just really sucks that I have to be going through all this, like I'm only in my 20s, and just, I mean, like, honestly, when I think about it, I did nothing to deserve this, I mean, I did nothing to deserve this pain, this suffering, this misery, but it happened. It happened, and yet here we are now, and just, I mean, it really sucks, you guys. It really sucks, and I mean, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I don't want to wake up every day feeling more miserable and feeling more sad, more miserable than the previous day. I just, I do not want to feel like this anymore. I don't. I'm not giving up, you guys. That's not what this is. I'm just rambling and I'm just venting, just getting all this stuff off my chest. And I'm just, again, talking about my mental health. But crying myself to sleep, that right there is not helping my physical and mental health at all. Being yelled at and just being blamed for shit that I didn't even do, and being blamed for stuff that, oh, it's your fault. You did it on purpose. You did it on purpose. When I did that on accident, I did not do it on purpose. Do not assume shit. Okay, stop with the assumptions. That kind of stuff right there doesn't help my physical and mental health at all. And just, I'm tired of you guys. I'm tired of living like this. Hopefully, when COVID is over, hopefully, when the pandemic is finally over with, like, it's gone, it's done. Hopefully, by then, I can start making some moves and I can start making some changes in my life. And just hopefully, I mean, Just, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for spacing out here and there. I was literally saying this yesterday in my previous episode video that I made yesterday on Monday. Yesterday, I had a bad moment, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I had a bad day. No, when I think about it now, I had a bad day yesterday. It was because of one flippin' moment, one flippin' bad moment, and it's because of that that I had the rest of my bad day. That I had a bad day yesterday. So yeah, and just in all reality, you guys, when it comes to my mental health, I'm not doing good, both physically and mentally. I didn't eat anything pretty much, and it's like in the afternoon right now, so I didn't eat anything at all. I'm not saying that I'm not going to eat anything. I will. I'll eat something later on today. Yeah. Uh, and yeah, my physical and mental health not in the best place right now. My physical and mental health is not where it needs to be, and just it could be better. It could be better, but with my whole life and everything, things could be worse at the same time. And just like I've realized that one of the things about life, I've realized one of the things about life is that you can't change people, even if they're your own flesh and blood, even if they're your own flesh and blood, like your brothers, your sisters, you guys are related by blood, just your family, your blood related family, You can't change people. You cannot change people, even if they're your own flesh and blood. That's the reality right there. That's the cold, and not just cold, but that is the sad reality right there. Because the sad truth is that you just can't change people, and especially your own flesh and blood. I did nothing to deserve this. I didn't deserve to be yelled at. I did not deserve to be blamed for crap that I didn't even do. And I also did not deserve to not only be blamed for stuff that I didn't even do, but also blamed for stuff that it's not even my fault. And it was just a flippin' accident. No one's Superman and no one is perfect. Okay? The only people you can control is yourself, you guys. You can control what you say, what you do, the actions you display, the actions you demonstrate, You can control yourself if you want to be a YouTuber or not, and you can control yourself by making the choices, being like, okay, I want to be a content creator, I want to continue to grow and expand, and this is what I want to do. And nothing's gonna stray me off the path that I've already set for myself. Nothing's gonna steer me off the path that I have already set for myself. But just in all reality, you guys, what did I do? What did I do to deserve all this pain, all this suffering, and just all this misery? And the truth is nothing. Absolutely nothing. And sometimes I think to myself, I just look at the ceiling, I just lie in my bed and I look at the ceiling and I just tell myself, where did it all go wrong? Where did it all go wrong? How did things get so screwed up? In all reality, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Some people, they just change, they snap, and they're just no longer themselves anymore. Even the same concept applies to your own flesh and blood. It's basically taking this concept from Star Wars. They just turn to the dark side. They just, turn to the dark side, and they're just no longer themselves anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, I really wish I can go more depth in detail, more depth in detail about what's really been bothering me and what's been really troubling me this whole entire time. But I can't. It's not that I can't. It's not that I don't want to. It's that I choose not to. There's a difference, all right? It's just private and personal stuff that I don't feel comfortable sharing on camera. So I'm gonna keep it that way, okay? I'm gonna keep it that way and just just I mean, yeah, you can't change people, you can't control people, and those individuals that just snap and they change to the dark side, they were good once, they were good and they were happy and they were your own brother and they're your own sister and they were your flesh and blood. You guys were related by blood, and then one day they change. They change and they basically change to the dark side. They basically they turn to the dark side, and they are no longer themselves, and they just snapped. They snapped like that, and they are no longer the same person that you knew. Even your own flesh and blood. To think that such a concept applies to your own flesh and blood. Never saw that coming, but never thought this kind of scenario would happen, but it did. Let's just say, in all reality, you guys, in the end, I did nothing wrong. And just to put it short, to put it in short words, short terms, to put it in a nutshell here, one of my siblings, my sibling, my only sibling, he turned to the dark side. And he is no longer the uplifting and happy sibling that I used to know him by. He changed to the dark side. I can't control him. I can't change him. Only he can do that. But in all reality, guys, he brought this on himself. He brought this on himself. And this is on him, not me. And it's just treating me like crap, treating me as if I was some parasite, as if I was some disease, treating me as if I didn't even exist. Like, okay, like your younger sibling is supposed to treat you like that. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Perfect sense, you know? And just I'm not gonna go deep into detail, you guys, because I'd rather not. It's more of a private and personal matter. But in the end, you guys, it is what it is. It is what it is. At least I got people that I can consider my true brothers and my true commons and my true allies. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna say one more thing and then I'll wrap this video up. The one thing that's really keeping me going is YouTube. YouTube, these videos, this content, this content that I'm making right here, right now, it's keeping me going. And that goal that I'm still working towards of reaching 100 episodes of my Random Thoughts series. It's going to happen, you guys, regardless whether you like it or not. It's going to happen, okay? Just I have to suffer in the process, but it's like I said before. It's like I mentioned before, no matter how much suffering, no matter how much pain I must endure, I got to keep fighting the fight. I got to keep fighting. I got to keep punching that punching bag, and I got to keep training. Taekwondo, karate, Wing Chun, Muay Thai. I just got to keep going, you guys. I got to keep on, and I got to continue being that fighter. Never throw in the towel. And I just got to keep going, you guys. I got to keep going. And, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. I'm never going to give up. And I'm still going to keep going regardless. But that's the suffering that I'm really going through now, especially nowadays. This deep and serious suffering. It's too much. It's too much. And sometimes I think to myself, I don't know how much more I can take of this. I don't know how much more I can bear. But you know what? I'll keep going. I'll keep going, because I truly believe that the majority of you guys do not want to see me quit. You guys do not want to see me give up. I will make it to 100 episodes of this Random Thoughts series. So, that's something to look forward to, I look forward to when I reach 100 subscribers on my channel. I really look forward to that. YouTube and just this Random Thoughts series and just all this content and all these videos that I've made and that I've done so far till this current point in time, it's been a big help, and it's definitely been a good motivator. It's definitely been a good motivator to keep pushing me forward, keep persevering on, and keep pursuing on forward, keep climbing up the mountain, just keep going, keep exceeding on limitations, and keep exceeding on just limitations, and you just keep rising up. Out of the ashes you will rise. Just you gotta keep going, you guys, and I will keep going, And like I said, you guys, YouTube has definitely been a great motivator, and just me making these videos has definitely been a great motivator on that part, and I just want to keep going. I just want to keep going. I don't want to stop. I don't want to quit. I never want to give up, and I'm working towards my dreams, and I'm working towards my visions and my future visions, and just my future in general, because this is what I was born to do. This is what I was born to do, and this was what I was born to be. And just yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, for the record, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. I'm never going to give up. The suffering, I really wish at least my suffering will just slow down a bit, but no, it keeps getting greater and greater and more every day. But you know what? It's what they say. What doesn't kill me just makes me stronger. What doesn't kill me just makes me stronger. I'm going to keep going, you guys, all right? I'm going to keep going. I will make more and more videos and more episodes of this Random Thoughts series. We will achieve 100 episodes of this Random Thoughts series. And we will work towards greater heights, greater achievements, and greater accomplishments, because we are warriors. And out of the ashes, we will rise. Out of the ashes, we will rise. And we will live this life We will see this thing through and through. We are warriors for a reason. We are those warriors. Out of the ashes, we will rise. Believe it and believe that. So, yeah. All right, you guys. Well, that's going to be it for today's video, you guys, today's episode. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for watching this episode till the very end. Subscribe for more content, you guys. Click the notification bell so you guys will be notified right away when a new video is up on the channel. Click the like button, show your support, all the good vibes. I could really use the support, and I could really use the good, appreciative, good comments and all that good stuff. So yeah, share, like, comment, subscribe, all the good vibes. Very much appreciated. Believe it. Stay awesome. Stay strong. Stay safe. Stay positive. Hang in there. Don't give up. Out of the ashes, we will rise. We are warriors. Do what you love and love what you do. May the power protect you all. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Random Thoughts. Peace out.